In this episode, I'm going to share with you how to make a right decision to live an extraordinary freedom of life. I would say a success's hack. So sharing you loads and loads of insights about making a right decision to live an extraordinary life. So stay tuned. Welcome to Pioneer Prosperity Movement. Here I am, Maddi, in front of you. So as I said that, I'm going to share with you how to just develop our ability or how to develop that kind of the skill to develop or to make a right decision to live an extraordinary life. Because that's what the successes do. 95% of the people don't do that. When I'm talking about decision making, I'm not referring to the decision that we make on our day to day life. What I am referring to is the decisions that we make to change our life or the life changing decisions. Those and all the decisions that I am referring to. Not a kind of day-to-day life decisions like choosing which dress to wear or which footwear to wear or what color of dress to wear. I'm not talking about those kind of decisions. The decisions which is going to be life-changing, the decisions which are going to completely change our the path of life or the direction of life or the trajectory of life. Those kind of decisions that I'm referring to. And here, 95% of the population will make a decision based on, as you all may or may not know, based on 5 physical senses. 5 physical senses I mean to refer to. Of course, you all know about that. Nothing but what we see, what we hear, what we taste, what we touch, or what we feel. So 95% of the population make decisions based on those 5 physical senses. There's nothing wrong in it. But at the same time, by looking at the color of the dress and choosing the color of the dress or whatever, the materialistic things, is it going to change our life? Or is it going to level up our life? Or is it going to raise our standard of life? No, it is not, isn't it? So, if we just make a decision based on only 5 physical senses, that is not going to change our life. And moreover, majority of the crowd of people take more time in making those decisions, those daily decisions. Using the 5 senses, 5 physical senses, they will spend majority of their time just to make those decisions only. At the same time, they avoid making a life-changing decisions. Why they avoid? Because that needs loads and loads of energy. Because deciding to decide to make a decision itself is a big decision. So in that case, knowing it is a big decision, which is going to be a life-changing decision, most of the majority of the crowd will avoid to make a decision like that. Rather, they spend majority of their time to make a day-to-day decision using 5 physical senses. That is not going to change their life. But that is not what the successors do. The successors will make a decision because knowing that it is going to change their life, knowing that it is going to level up their life, knowing that it is going to raise their standard of life, the successors will make a decision not just based on 5 physical senses. So that is what I'm going to share with you. So before sharing with you how the successors do, I'm going to just bring a statement from Albert Einstein. What he mentioned is, I just made a note about it. What he mentioned is, the intuitive mind is a sacred gift and the rational mind is a faithful servant. So what he is referring to is, I repeat again, the intuitive mind is a sacred gift, whereas the rational mind is a faithful faithful servant. What he is referring to is the intuitive mind is nothing but the subconscious mind, which is close to the solar plexus. The gut on the heart set, the heart mind and the gut set mind. That's what he is referring to. The subconscious mind, or in turn another way called as limbic brain. Though that is nothing but the sacred gift. And the rational mind is referring to the logical mind. That is, should be a faithful servant. Alright? Whereas here, what happens is majority of the crowd of people are relying on the logical mind. You know why? The reason because we are living in a society where the society is honoring or validating the people, or validating someone who is taking a decision, or who is having or validating someone. Sorry. We are living in a society where the society honors the logical mind, the rational mind. What do I mean? The society honors the logical mind or the rational mind. So followed by that, the majority of the crowd of people are making decision just by means of only logical thinking or rational mind. So what happens here? The logical mind, the rational mind, which is the faithful servant, becomes the master. What do I mean? When it becomes the master, when the rational mind, which is supposed to be a servant, becomes the master, eventually it is not going to be a life-changing decision. Got what I mean? Yes, you got it, right? Whereas, at the same time, most of the majority of the crowd of people forget about the gift that they have. What is the gift? The gift about the subconscious mind, the limbic brain, which is in the solar plexus. And what they can able to make a decision based on what the heart and the gut says. Majority of the crowd of people forget about it. And by means of that, they always make a surface level decision, which is not going to be life-changing, and they spend majority of the time over here because they forget about the subconscious ability. Whereas the successors know these formula, know these hack. What the successors do is, they'll just reverse it in such a way, when majority of the crowd is making only decision here, the successors might outsource those decisions, or will not focus or will not spend majority of the time here. Rather, they don't rely on the 5 physical senses alone. Rather, the successors will make a decision based on their subconscious ability, because they know the sacred gift, the importance of their sacred gift. And by means of that, they master the logical, they master their own logical or rational mind, and make a decision based on what the heart and what the gut and what the limbic brain says. By using their intuition, imagination, perception, their will based on their own purpose. Because they know that by means of making those decisions, whatever the heart and the gut and the limbic brain, that means subconscious brain says, because those are the decisions which is going to change their life, level up their life, raise their standard of life. So in that case, they focus, they pay more attention towards making a decision based on what the heart and the gut says. Not just only the surface level decision, not just only the decisions made by the 5 physical senses. They don't neglect it, but they don't spend more majority of the time on it. Rather, they optimize and maximize the ability of subconscious mind. And that is what exactly the successors do. And followed by that, they succeed. Irrespective of whatever the hurdles it comes on their way, they go all in with complete belief and complete faith, because they know how to make use of their subconscious ability, and based on that, they go all in by means of whatever it takes. They will execute it. They will make a decision and they will execute it without procrastinating. And that is the reason why 5% of the people are succeeding in their life, but not the majority of the crowd of people. Now you know, right? So in that case, what sort of decisions that you're taking? Say, for example, even in my life, I have never done a kind of public speaking in my life, even though I was once a lecturer in few other universities around the globe, but I've never done a public speaking. When an opportunity came in front of me to do a public speaking, what did I do? Immediately, my logical brain kicked in and said that you never did it. You're going to fail. What other people thinks about it? You might fail. If you fail, what other people think about it? They don't validate you. You have never done it yet. You have never done it. So it means that you are not eligible to do that. You are not good about it. You are not good for it. How you are going to talk about, how you are going to speak in front of 130 people or in the stage? You never hold the mic before. All those kinds of thoughts, the logical brain, the rational mind says, because the rational mind is meant to make us to survive, but that is not going to make us to succeed. So all those fear of failure kicks in and tell us to not to do it. It immobilizes us, it dampens us, and makes us to not to make a decision towards changing our life or towards public speaking. That's what happened. But what I did is, I said to myself that is not me. I changed my identity. By changing my identity, I just mastered my rational mind, and by means of that, I did that public speaking. What happens? What's going to happen? Yes, if there is a failure, the failure is not fatal. The failure is not fatal. Rather, I make use of the failure to learn, because the failure is going to teach us what can be done, how it can be done, how it can be improved, or how it can be enhanced in the next time. And by means of that, I make use of the opportunity. I made a decision, because the moment I was given an opportunity, my heart was pounding. I felt the discomfort in my gut. The moment I felt it, I realized that this is for me. Even at the same time, my logical mind was saying no. Whereas my heart and the gut is saying that it could be for you. It is pounding, and also my gut is actually a bit of discomfort. I felt that deep in me. I listened to my inner voice. I listened to my subconscious ability. And by means of that, yes, of course, I took that opportunity. I made a decision and I took that opportunity. I didn't take much long. The moment it came in front of me, I just immediately, because the more and more we prolong to make a decision, the more and more we delay to make a decision and to execute it, more and more the logical brain master us. Got what I mean? So what I did is, the moment the opportunity came in front of me, I just made a decision right away. The reason, because even though I have never done it, it could be the first time, but the next time is not going to be the first time. The next time is not going to be the first time. The next time is going to be my experience from my first time. So what I did, I made a decision right away. I used that opportunity. I made a decision right away without any further delay. Yes, of course, I stumbled, but I recouped by believing me, because I know that I can do it. Because I used to say I'm a very timid, I'm a shy guy, I can't do it, I'm not such kind of person. But what I did, I just flipped my identity. Whereas I believed my subconscious ability, and based on that, I made a decision to do it and to execute it, and I did it. That is what it, guys. And since then, I'm getting so much of other opportunities as well, because I opened up myself. And now I'm doing every single day social media live, and also doing the podcast like this, and also I'm sharing the values across the globe. The reason, because I made a decision to put myself first based on whatever the heart and the gut and the subconscious mind says. That is what exactly the successes do. So don't just rely on the 5 physical senses to make a decision, because that is not going to change your life. Yeah, that might help you to make the decision on your day-to-day life, but that is not going to take you to the further next level. That is not going to level up your life. Rather, spend majority of your time, optimize or focus more on towards using your intuition, your imagination, your perception, followed by your purpose, and make a decision from there, because that is the one which is going to be life changing. And take action immediately after you make a decision. Do not even give a space between your decision and the action. The more and more you give a space, more and more you'll procrastinate, because again the logical brain kicks in. So, are you mastering your rational mind to make a right life-changing decision, or are you listening and making the rational mind as your master to make a daily decision? What kind of decision that you do on your daily life? Because that is the one which is going to frame a path and direction of your life. So knowing this, what the successors do, this is the time for you all to tune your mindset towards mastering your rational mind by means of using a subconscious ability, which is the limbic brain, and by means of that, make a right life changing decision as what the successors do, and be a successor as well, and achieve and accomplish anything in your life. You know why? We are all born with that kind of potential, but on the way we develop so much of fear, and followed by that we forgot the ability of our sacred gift, because we have been so much tamed by the society. But at the same time, do we have the victim mindset? No, we can change ourselves at any time. And by means of changing ourselves, we can develop the ability at any time using our subconscious ability to make a right decision and to change our life and to live the life to the fullest and succeed at any time. So that is what I'm about to share with you guys. Make a decision from the point of your subconscious ability. It is going to be really life-changing for you. Believe me. Not only believe me, believe yourself first. And the means of that, definitely it's going to be a life change. So live the life to the fullest. Let's all succeed together. See you in the next episode.